Hello and welcome. My name is Kevin. This is Do for Bruce. We're here in CK3 in another time lapse. This one is called Grand Croatia. We have an immortal in charge. We're going to see how well a nation that is just all coastal provinces will do in this campaign. One last thing before we get started with this time lapse. Please consider subscribing to this channel. I know there are at least hundreds of you that haven't yet, and it'd be amazing if you do. We're on our way to 1,000, and your subscription would help in that process. Without further ado, let's get underway. Hello, and here we are in our post-mortem of our Grand Croatia time-lapse. So let's look around the map and see not a lot to look at other than the fact that Croatia really did a great job of taking over his lands. I was expecting them to be successful just because he was immortal with all his stats out, but the fact that he was able to just completely annihilate most of the world other than this part of the map, which seems like he has had some inroads, but not very much, probably due to the Mongols coming in and taking over a lot of it. But usually they peter out, I feel like, or get killed, or something along the way happens to them. But this time, our gentleman went forth and conquered. He also had the added benefit of having infinite domain, which allowed him to probably be even more successful by holding on to more of the land that he conquered. So let's just look and see what the inside of this kingdom looks like. It's probably going to be pretty gross knowing how the AI does their things. So let's see. Oh my Lanta. The Maharashtra seems to be a big, powerful person, as well as Jerusalem. Jesus, this is something. I've yet to see such a gross kingdom. So that Maharashtra is a kingdom based in India, correct? Yes. So they somehow got the title here, but have slowly acquired land after land after land all over the world. Same to do with Jerusalem, it seems like. They also have a gross connection to all this land. Are the two within the realm that are absolutely killing it. So let's look at faith. My guess is everybody is Catholic. I imagine he has mend the Great Schism just from how everything looks. He has not actually mended it. He just converted everybody to Catholicism, surprisingly, except for the small outcast of Coptic and probably a couple other. Let us look at culture. Always good to look and see. Greek and Croatian seem to be of the two major culture groups that stand out. All normal except for these Scandinavian Croatians who live up here. That's a little silly. Let's look at the kingdom tab. It looks like Croatia, the kingdom itself, is expanded a little bit. That was my doing when I created the kingdom, but let's look at the empire tab. This has definitely been subjugated over the years. They were able to integrate new parts of the kingdoms into their lands. Surprised that there's still any sort of holdouts at all. I would assume they would be gobbled up over time, as well as the rest of the world, which is something that I didn't see coming. The AI always does this decision. I don't know why. Just gives Rome back to the papacy. So the papacy will eventually, if I had let this game continue to run all the way through to probably like 1500, it would eventually been just Croatia and the papacy. Development. Rome's pretty high development. Nothing really to call out here. It just seems pretty standard. High development in the regions you'd expect, low development in the regions you'd expect. Nothing mind-blowing, nothing out of the ordinary. Government type, everybody's feudal except for a couple republics and a couple clans here and there. Tribalism seems to have been almost rooted out completely. Sometimes the AI does things that are mysterious for everybody, and then we got pagans in in Iberia. You know, it's a mess. It's absolutely a mess, but we love to see the outcome of this one. This one was pretty enjoyable to watch from start to finish. Just the fact that it's slowly almost like closing the cage on the rest of the world. Croatia did a decent job. So if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.